I just want to point out that this has become a more talked about issue in these recent years. But I do partially believe it's because women are expressing their feelings towards gay media, as weird as it can be sometimes. Men have been weird about lesbian relationships for a while now, but ever since the rise of heated rivalry, and as much as I hate that word, fujoshis, and straight women engaging in gay media, this has been talked about more often. Now, I'm not saying both of these things aren't wrong because they are. They water down queer identity to something that is consumable. Now, before anybody comes at me, I want to say I mean people who only consume one type of media but completely ignore the other. For example, straight women only consuming gay media but refusing to acknowledge lesbian media. I also don't want to use the word fetishize too much in this video because I kind of feel like this has become a buzzword now. But lesbian relationships have been fetishized for years now, being seen only as a category for straight men to enjoy, and recently also became a bigger issue with gay relationships as well. Ever since heated rivalry, and now more recently Leviticus, people are weird as shit about gay relationships. The rise of the computer joke and calling every lesbian relationship or gay relationship you see on the internet Yuri or Yari is weird as shit because these are real people and not something that you can consume. Also, the that picture of that woman in the middle and two guys surrounding her is also kind of weird to me because more often than not people use it as photo as a TikTok photo for whenever they see a gay relationship on TikTok. And also concerning that photo and jokes, people often use these but then go ahead and bash polyamorous people in the same breath. Like, you don't want to be in the middle, you just want to fetishize gay men and turn them into a commodity. And also straight girls calling their exes evil twins because because they no longer like them, or calling any skinny boy a femboy. Like, come on, y'all, really? I remember, like, not even a year ago, one of my friends called me a twin. I know this is a joke, but like, I am a queer woman. How did we get to that conclusion? Joke or not? Like, it's really just rebranding homophobia to make it something quirky. That goes exactly the same for men who go up to lesbian couples and ask them to kiss for their entertainment, or asking if they could be in the middle. I really love the fact that little by little we have more representation in media, but this also comes a with people, like a big margin of weird people who only watch queer media or films for entertainment. The new Girls Love Girls movie by Hayley Kiyoko isn't getting half as much traction as Heated Rivalry, and you may wonder why. It's mainly because it's about women in lesbian relationships. That said, I'm not exactly going to watch this either because Hayley Kiyoko is an alleged Zionist and I don't really wish to support her. And I would also like to mention the fifth season of Bridgerton here. I personally cannot wait for it. I am very excited to see Francesca and Michaela on screen, but there's this big margin of people who will use the most out of your ass excuse to refuse to accept that they come next. A lot of parts of Bridgerton as a series is very different from the books, so why is it all of a sudden an issue? But nobody was complaining when they made Benedict bi. And the excuse that Eloise should come first is also kind of weird to me because we aren't even properly introduced to her love interest yet. And Francesca's season has been building up for a while now, Sometimes it really does feel like being part of the LGBTQ plus community is acceptable until it is watered down to something consumable. I am happy with the rise of queer media, but also the same people who preach gay rights and watch all these shows and films don't actually support gay people or even acknowledge the struggles of being a queer person. I'm not saying women can't enjoy gay media or men can't enjoy lesbian media without making it weird, because sometimes we really do just want to read about two people falling in love. But in these recent years, it really does feel like people are making being queer a trend again. Because I remember in 2020 when everyone claimed to be bisexual, but when it started becoming less of a trend, everyone all of a sudden hates gay people again. Now, please don't jump me for this, but I personally did not finish Heated Rivalry. I was just not the target audience. It wasn't for me. But the way people treat the actors is very off-putting to me. Like, this is a show about two gay men. How are you going to turn around and hate on the actors for being queer? Like, it really doesn't make sense. Like, even Leviticus, it's a new coming-of-age supernatural horror film. It follows the two teenagers who become tormented by a violent supernatural entity summoned by their religious community that takes the form of the person they desire the most, each other. And it genuinely has some beautiful metaphors, like the entity being a metaphor for trauma and prejudice, at least how I saw it. But but I've seen a lot of people just focusing solely on the romantic aspect of the film. As someone who comes from a small country where being gay is not exactly accepted, seeing movies and all the online discourse help me accept myself, even if I don't fully have a label. I'm too employed to worry about that right now. But I remember when I was like 9, maybe, my sibling came out to me and I that ass cried because it's what I was taught. But now that I've been educated and learned things about myself, I am much more content with expressing who I am and accepting other people around me. Even though I am still scared to say it out loud sometimes because of where I live. But typing that out, it really does make you think about how no teenager or an adult at that matter should fear expressing themselves purely because society deems it different.